it is all well and good soloing in just the pentatonic scale, but obviously, sometimes we want more. Sometimes we want more out of our scales. So we've already got down the 5 positions. Roughly, we could probably know them better, and it's always good to keep going over them. But with the
Yeah.
5 positions, we have some luck soloing in literally any key. Now, obviously, minor is this position. But if major, just start from your pinky and play the same position. And all the 5 positions apply to major. That's because of the relative major and minor. But once we've gotten the main 5 positions down and we're able to start soloing, it's time to move on to full 7-note scales. So we're going to look at introducing the 3-note per string minor scale. Now, the same thing applies with this one root scale, is that wherever you start it is basically what that key is in. So if we start the shape on A, then we are in A minor. And if you've got the picking roadmap week 3, that's like the first shape we go over. So that would be no problem. You should know that one. So that's A, because we start on A. But if we move to C, that's now C minor. And the next shape I get you to learn is the 3rd on the list. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and 3, the 2 on the left-hand side. There's 4 there, but the 2. So that, if we're in A, starts on C. And that's the major scale. So these 2 are really useful. They're really close, so that means that you're able to go between both of them. Then if you add your 5 positions pentatonic, I'll just do a low-key improv, and we'll see how we can join them together. So see now, that's starting to really open up the fretboard. We're just doing that in A. So now let's do that in C minor. Last note absolutely sucked, but you get the idea. You see how much of the fretboard that opens up. Now I know what you're thinking. Cool, I've got the position, but how do I make it sound cool and fast? What we're going to do is we're going to take the exercises from week 5. It's the left and right hands synchronized exercise, but initially we need to gain the speed with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that first position of the minor 3-note per string scale. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick the first note, and then we're going to legato the next 2. Cool? We're going to repeat that 4 times. We're going to pick the first note every time. So we're going to do this all the way up and make sure you go, or all the way down, make sure you come all the way back up. A lot of people forget to do, and so their pull-offs become really weak. So overall, that's going to look like this. I don't know if you saw, but the string proper went. I lost it right at the end, but I got a sweet pinch and quickly rolled my volume off before I messed up. So there we go. Right. So what that's going to do is it's going to speed up our left hand. Not instantly, but you will notice quite a difference. Part of the problem when gaining speed is going through the strings, doing the whole that doesn't just happen. You need to get used to going computing all that information just quickly, it's done. Cool. The issue with that is that the string change gets in the way of you basically remembering the notes, because you've got to remember the string change as well. It's just trying to cram too much in. So what we're doing is we're doing a repetitive movement to speed up the left hand, because it's going to become super subconscious. You won't have to think about it anymore. So you can just think about relaxing and making sure the technique is accurate and speeding it up. That's going to happen on every single string, and then you're going to come all the way back up. what we're going to do is we're going to gradually reduce the amount of times you do this. So if you absolutely smash 4 times, we're going to go to 3, and that'll be then 2. You see with that last one, it's like, that's basically shredded. Then obviously we get to 1, and then that's like, oh, okay, we've got something. The next thing you're going to do is do stuff like so this is just making sure that you can separate the fingers, because just always going, it's cool, but you also want that little C major chord there, lovely. So what we're basically going to do is pinky, index, 3rd, index, 3rd. That was pinky, 3rd. Then back to in. So that's going to be the same everywhere. And all the way back up. That's going to create finger independence. And then lastly, you're going to tremolo pick every note 4 times, like this. So what that's going to be is, obviously I did it kind of slow there, but what that's going to be is something to get our hand being not only quick, but accurate. We're going to tremolo pick 4 times, and it has to be 4. This is where a lot of people start to fall down, is that it's like 3 one time, and then on the string change, it's 5, because I kind of overcompensated. It has to be 4, like this. So I actually messed up on one of the last notes there. I just played the wrong note, overcompensated on the top end. So it just shows I need to work on that a little bit. But as you can see, that's going quickly and getting used to just going fast and conquering that string change. Then once we've got the string change and the left-hand speed and the finger independence, boy, it's time to start doing little legato runs, like, and that kind of stuff, and then picking. So oh gosh. So if we were to like now amp that up with what we know, we got legato, we got picking, we got finger independence, we got the 5 positions of the pentatonic, and next we'll go on to arpeggios. I'll make that a separate thing. So we got our pentatonic, then 3-note restrict, into the major, and obviously we can do different variations of that to make it simpler. So and even that sounds pretty cool. So then we can, you know, we're up here, we know our 5 positions. From like not knowing what we're doing at all to learning 5 silly little positions, and then 2 more and some silly finger exercises, and we are shredding. So you got to follow that, and then once you got 3-note per string, I strongly implore you to get 1, 3, 5, and 7 down. They are very useful, but 1 and 3 is the name of the game for the time being. Once you got those and the hand exercises down, then it's time to move on to arpeggios.